Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So let's get on to solving multiple choice questions for prelims 2020 and we are on day 25th today. So let's begin with question number 1, which is really simple and interesting. So with reference to Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram, consider the following statements. What are these? Number 1, the aim of the scheme or Karyakram is to alleviate poverty among all sections of society by providing them with livelihood support. Alright. Second is the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is the nodal implementing ministry. Alright. Which of these statements given above is are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both or none? So pause a bit, think it through and do try to come up with the right answer, even if you don't otherwise know what the Karyakram is all about. So let's see the answer now. So basically both of these statements are incorrect, because intuitively also we can know that we can't have a dedicated scheme onto alleviating poverty of all sections of society, because not everybody is poor. So this is just a guess sort of thing. It can be not so true as well, but then this is how it is. थोड़ा तो guess करना ही पड़ेगा अगर नहीं आता तो. So yes, statement number 1 is incorrect because the aim is absolutely different. It caters to the minority community. So it seeks to provide better socio-economic infrastructure facilities to the minority communities, especially in the field of education, health and skill development, because this would automatically make them go for better prospects, employment prospects and livelihood prospects, and would automatically be lessening gap between the national average and the minority communities with regard to backwardness parameters like education, health, skill, employment opportunities and all these prospects. And the last is, we used to call it multi-sectoral development program, but then the present government changed its name to Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram, and it is to be implemented by Ministry of Minority Affairs, and that's it. So we got our answer. It's none, that is neither 1 nor 2. So that's it. So I'm sure this question is done. Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram is to cater to the needs of minority community in terms of providing them with required infrastructure, plus it is by the Ministry of Minority Affairs. Now let's get on to question number 2 with reference to National Career Service Project. What is the correct statement? The National Career Service Project के बारे में हमें जानना है. Number 1, it works towards bridging gap between the job seekers and the employers. Alright. Second, in order to seek services provided in the NCS, that is National Career Service, one must be either a graduate or a diploma holder, that too from an accredited university or college. So just think it through and that's it. Last is, the project is implemented by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Alright. So which of these statements are correct? Do try to come up with the right answer here as well, even if you haven't heard of what the National Careers Project is. So herein, either way statement 2 is wrong, because we cannot have a service or a project wherein we are creating such stringent conditions in terms of either only graduate or a diploma holder, and that too from not just any university but a accredited university. One can opt for this scheme. No. So statement number 2 is either way incorrect. So that's how C and D are eliminated. Now we just need to know whether it's the ministry or not, but then this is not the ministry which is to be implementing the National Career Project. The ministry here is Ministry of Labour and Employment. So sorry, it's indeed is this very ministry. So yes, it's a factual details that we just have to memorize, so anybody can go wrong if the cramming power is not that strong. So yes, National Career Service Project is by the Ministry of Labour and Employment, and yes, it does try to bridge the gap between job seekers and the employers. That's it. And how it would be doing that? That's either way obvious, by providing them needed training, career guidance, and by providing them counseling, by keeping them in touch, the employers and the employees. So that's it. Plus their age requirement is one has to be 14 years or above, then also only one can legally work, so that's how age limit is definitely there. Plus there is no minimum qualification for registration. So that's how we get our answer. It's the statement number B, that is options B, 1 and 3rd statement are correct. So answer here is not B, it's not A, it's the B. So statement number 1 and 3rd are correct. It's by Ministry of Labour and Employment, and it does try to bridge gap between the employer and the job seekers. So let's look at little more details here. It's a 5-year mission mode project launched by the Prime Minister when 2015. तो यूपीएससी को अब आदत है dates change करने की, so it's 2015. Please memorize this. And it's a one-stop solution that provide a wide variety of employment and career-related services to the citizens of India. Now here, citizens of India is again our keyword, because this is how it is. All it tries to do, we have already studied, and yes, it is to be implemented by the Directorate General of Employment, and which is definitely under Ministry of Labour and Employment. So that's it, we got our answer. So let's move on to next question, which again is really simple. The Kimberley process, sometimes seen in news, is related to what? Number 1, an international certification scheme that regulates trade in rough diamonds. B is a civil nuclear cooperation between India and South Africa. C is it's a process to decompose nuclear waste sustainably. And the last is an accounting technique to measure absolute countries. And what exactly is this? We have no idea. But either way, it's not the answer. Answer is very simple. It's A, that basically it's an international certification that regulates trade in rough diamonds. It talks about the diamonds that are in the nations where a civil war sort of situation is going on. So we just call it a conflict diamonds, and let's read it now. It's an international certification scheme that regulates trade in rough diamonds. Its aim is to prevent the flow of conflict diamonds while helping to protect the legitimate trade in rough diamonds. What do we mean by conflict diamonds? The diamonds that are extracted from the nations where a civil war sort of situation is going on. So government agencies per se are not involved, but there are some non-state actors into this entire value or supply chain process, and the aim of the sales revenue is to fund the civil war further, to destabilize the legitimate governments further. So there was a movie named Blood Diamonds also onto this, so that's how we can better understand what the entire thing is, but that's not needed. We have understood it's an international certification scheme onto regulating the conflict diamonds so that legitimate diamond trade is not hampered. Plus, the Kimberley Process Certification Scheme outlines the rule that govern the trade in rough diamonds. So that's its certification scheme. So rules are to be there definitely. So we got our answer, and let's move on to the next question now. So this is a green purple initiative logo, sometimes seen in news, is related to what? Alright. Number 1, certification of green buildings. Second is labeling of eco-friendly appliances. C is promotion of trans fat free cooking, and the last is labeling of organic food. Very simple. It was all over the news, so if you are reading newspaper daily, so you must be able to answer. So let's see the answer now. So basically, green purple initiative logo is a promotion of trans fat free cooking logo. That's it. We know trans fats are not good for health, but people in general do not know. So now it's a high time to create awareness. So the cooking having logo with this green purple one would be free of the trans fat. So let's look at the details here. It is number one by the Food Safety Standards Authority of India. It's not by any external agency or the WHO and this and that. It's by our own agency, that is FSSAI, that is Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. So basically here, any food establishment which use the trans fat free oil, alright, and do not have the industrial trans fat more than 0.2 kg per 100 gram. So little bit of trans fat usage is there in every food or cooking, but the amount has to be just either this or less than this, but not more than this. And what is it? 0.2 kg 2 gram, 0.2 gram per 100 gram. So one can opt for this very logo, that is free fat free logo, trans fat free logo at their outlets onto their food products, and it is a voluntary scheme. It's not mandatory one, and either way it's for the betterment of the food outlet per se, because people would be more willing to eat onto their places if they are having this very logo onto their food products, right? Plus as per which regulations, as per FSSAI regulations 2018. अभी ये भी बदल सकते हैं, FSSAI regulations के बजाय लिख देंगे 2018 के बजाय 1997, तो नहीं, it's 2018. So that's it. It's a voluntary one, so each and every point is important. So we are done. Now there is just one request, that if you are finding these videos helpful, then please do share them further so that maximum people can watch it. And also there is one clarification here, that we cannot expect UPSC to ask the same very questions ऐसा तो बिल्कुल repeat नहीं होंगे, verbatim तो नहीं रहेगी statements, but based on the explanation and the existing knowledge we'll be able to solve the question. This is the purpose of the test series or any MCQ you're solving. So the question that would these questions be repeated or coming in the examination hall, answer to which either way we know, that is no. These questions won't be coming in the examination hall directly, but yes, indirectly they would be helping us, and it depends on how actively you are into watching these or solving any test series, or how actively you are into memorizing the details that are being told, right? So that's it, we are done. So there were 2 requests, do adhere to them and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and share the videos further if you can. So either way we are done. Thank you so much for watching and goodbye.